Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kissy. So I wanted to go online real quick and share with you the messages as they've come through today, because I will get the message and it won't have any meaning if it isn't shared, you know what I mean? So this is why I like to produce this content for you, so that you have the astrological energies, I guess you could say, and be able to decipher the meaning of the symbols that come through for you, how they come through. I just share my perspective and hoping that it resonates. Okay, so I'm grabbing here my computer. That's why I'm kind of stalling a little bit, sorry, because this is what came through. As I'm preparing my space, I gazed and looked to my balcony. And when I did that, I have a arts and crafts table out there. And there was something, as you might know if you've seen any of my previous content, I mention it often, that I don't wear my glasses when I do my readings. So when I looked out, whatever was on the table, which I still can't really tell what it is, I think it looks like it's a jar and maybe like a paper towel next to it. But it gave the appearance, when I gazed out and I looked, it looked like a partridge in a pear tree. Now, why did I say that? Because the way that the bird looked was like in for those of you old enough to remember the show, the Partridge Family, the beginning of the show, and they show the little birds. It has the same shape as that, the way it looks. So it's like you can't really see the intricate details, but from a distance, when I gazed over, it gave the appearance of that. And what I find interesting is that, sorry, I'm all messed up here. Sorry, I was cutting paper earlier, working on a little project. What was I saying about the partridge? Okay, so I thought of the Partridge Family, but then I heard a partridge in a pear tree. And then it dawned on me, I don't even, I know the song in the 12 Days of Christmas my true love gave to me, a partridge in a pear tree. But I never really considered the lyrics in terms of just even knowing what it meant symbolically. So I wanted to just share a little piece of it. I know my computer did not turn off. It sure enough did. Okay. And I don't feel like getting my charger. Okay, so the part, I wanted to read it instead of trying to say it in my own words. It represents the Son of God, like the sacrifice that Jesus made. It represents Jesus. So, and it represents the first day of the 12 days of Christmas, which are also in Catholicism known to be used as a way to remember and to secretly worship, because every day of the 12 days had a symbol. And growing up, we used to sing in the school choir and stuff, and that song would always play out. But as kids obviously do, we change the lyrics and make up funny stories or funny ways of saying it. So consider, if you don't know the song, because I can't look it up, just consider at least a partridge. The fact that it's also a symbol of it gave me the symbol of the twin flame. And I wish I can tell you why exactly. I don't remember exactly what I read. But I'll probably post it with this video, or I'll write something about it for anyone that's interested. What else? I think that was it about the partridge. So I think, okay, no, that's it. And for some reason, oh, maybe, and then the color green is significant, the pear is significant. All right, so I also, all right, so let me share this message. You may be in a situation, if you find yourself in this type of situation where there's a discrepancy and it's a healthy debate, okay? I feel like perhaps like the timeline shift feels like what once was a challenge is now flowing smoothly. And if confrontations were a challenge, or understanding one another was a challenge in your previous timeline, in this timeline, it's now flowing. It's now understanding. It's now meeting eye to eye. It's now really asking until you get it. Ask until you understand it. Okay? Because on the one hand, you may think you understand, but then something's off, and then you're assuming that it's this one thing. When you ask, you get clarification, and when that clarification comes, it'll make sense. But a lot of people don't want to continue to ask out of fear of judgment, out of fear of confrontation, or any of those reasons that people don't want to ask, okay? But it's always encouraged to ask until you get it. And that can apply also in manifestation. People say, oh, don't ask because you don't want to come from a needy space. It's not about, it's not, oh, please give me. It's not about that. It's, when they say ask and you shall receive, it's more like you have to, within your own consciousness, ask for what you want. To your, like, almost even to yourself, like your whole consciousness has to hear you say what you want. And when you can say that, it's almost like you make it true. It's like, it's as you wish sort of thing. There was a couple of other things. I wish I would have had the opportunity to write them, but they come and go so quickly, these messages and these symbols. And that's the reason why I like to use these guys, because it gives me that kind of like overall focus. It allows me to stay focused. But today we're not going to use these, just for the sake of being more with the flow. So I have the dining room. So this is fifth house energies. You could have this is romance, and the revolver is fourth house energy. So romance in the home, maybe just feeling a little, picking up on the romantic vibes, maybe just happy with children, feeling a lot of love, feeling connected, feeling secure in the home and love. The lead pipe. Okay, so I heard earlier today emotional release or something like that, like something that was stuck or something that was blocking, like a blockage is being released. And it was like there was like an encouragement of, yeah, that really, it's good to let them release that. It's good to let them release that. So it's almost like let them cry it out, or, but it's not out of like, it's like, you know how when babies, you know, or little kids, toddlers, when they cry, and it's like, you'll have one parent that'll be like, okay, you know, you don't want, like, stop crying already, or, but no, and then some others are like, just let them let it out, you know, let them let it out, let them cry it out. It's a release. It's a healthy release. So I don't know, maybe that could be going on for someone, that maybe someone could have had a realization they love their home, or they love their family, their children, their partner, and whatever was it blocking them emotionally has been released. We have Miss Scarlet here. So there's a Libra energy. So you could be dealing with a Libra. A Libra could be the one that had this emotional release, if you're not the one that had this feeling. Or you could be the person that had this release is someone you're in partnership with, if it's not you. So I feel like maybe this person is realizing that how much they value the partnership, how much they value the love, the sense of home, and also this release was like almost, it was subconscious. It wasn't even something, how do you put it? Something that they were, I could say maybe not aware of, perhaps. It wasn't something, it wasn't a conscientious thing that was blocked. It was something that they weren't even aware of that was blocking them. You know what I mean? Like some people can say like, oh, I know I consciously, sabotage this, or I consciously ruin that. No, this person could have subconsciously had a blockage when it came to love, that they were not even aware of it was there. And so letting it out, releasing that energy, is healthy at this time. We have Chef White. It's a Capricorn. Maybe this Libra, or this person you're in partnership with, if they're not a Libra, they could be Capricorn. Or this could be like a boss figure, someone that you look up to, someone you work with, someone that's above you, an authority of some sort, someone you respect and admire. You could have given this person authority of some sort, maybe in the partnership. You gave them a position in terms of, how you value them in your life. But I feel like this person had to return to a situation when it came to whether it's the romantic life or the children or whatever the case might have been. They may have had to return to a situation for this emotional release to have occurred, it would seem. Or in order to bring balance. And so that they could establish authority in their own life. We have Mr. Green in reverse. This is a Taurus energy. And then we have the rope. This is 8th house energies. So we have, and it fell out. So a Taurus could have had a falling out with someone they were committed with or committed to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just silence for so long. But it feels like because Mr. Green is underneath this dining room energy here, this 5th house energy, I do feel like if this person went to the past, it was someone, maybe they went back to someone, a Taurus that they were dealing with or that they were involved with romantically, or involved or had a child with, they were connected. They were attached with their resources, their money, so they might have lived together, they probably shared assets together or responsibilities together in some way. But they're in reverse. So this Taurus energy might be looking at the fact that they have like whatever this bond is, this connection that they have, or that they're trying to stay connected to some energy in the home, but it's a home that they're no longer a part of. They're no longer part of this dynamic or family, and they want to remain attached to the home, or the love of the home, or the love in the home, but they're in reverse. This Taurus is unstable. Now, it doesn't have to be an actual Taurus, but that's the energy. There's an instability, and I know that Uranus is in Taurus, and I don't know if it's opposing, something is opposing it at this time, but whatever's going on, a Taurus is trying to remain attached or has become detached but wants to remain somehow attached. This person wants to study maybe what you've released or how you've released, or understand the emotional, spiritual connection that you have, or this partnership. I feel like there's two storylines playing out. It's like there's this romantic love, feeling romance at home, and feeling, like a emotional release has been let go of and brought balance, right? And maybe bringing that balance has put you in a position of authority, maybe just in your own status or in your own, relationships, or with your own divine masculine, right? Or divine feminine, whoever is watching. So, because of this, there is this person, possibly someone from your past, or someone from your partner's past, that is watching this love, that is watching this creation, and they want to be attached to this home energy or this love energy. They want to learn how to perhaps release their emotions. So I feel like it's possible that your person may have healed, your person may have released emotionally, has healed. Someone from their past wants to remain attached, but they can't remain attached, but they still want to learn how they did it or how they got out of it. And this could be about you, divine feminine, divine masculine. You could be the one that went through this, and someone from your past could be looking at what you've healed, what you've let go of, and wondering how it is for you. Like, how did you balance out and remain in balance, or maintain your status in terms of career, perhaps? Oh, look at that. Professor Plum fell out in reverse. This is Gemini energy. They're in reverse also. Gemini underneath Miss Scarlet, which is Libra energy. Your partner may not be communicating at this time. Your person may not be communicating. But also, there could be a Gemini that's out of balance because there was something in the past that they did not want to learn about when it came to understanding their spiritual connection and their physical environment or experience. I don't know. And because they didn't, they're a little bit out of balance at this time. So it's like they're maybe trying to catch up to what they missed out on recently. So this is giving something like, let's say a student at school just was slacking off, and now they have to take some finals. Completely unprepared, needing to catch up, going back to the notes from the beginning of the semester just to try to be in balance now. But they're completely out of balance now because the pressure's on, and it's hard to stay, on top of things if you're picking up the slack of where you fell off in the past or something. Holy macaronis. So I will acknowledge these. So we have like a ripple effect. Oh my God, what is the ripple effect? Lord Jesus. A ripple effect caused by a Scorpio in reverse. So this is this could be some attachment, negative attachment to a status. A ripple effect has been caused by somebody that wanted to remain connected or attached to a status, a work status. And maybe it had to do with convenience about being at close to their home or something like that. But it's almost like I just heard it's almost like a fantasy. Wow. Hold on. Okay. Ripple effect caused by a reverse Scorpio that wants to keep their status at work, because the status at work is near their neighborhood, but that's like a dream, a vision that they're projecting, but they're not in the right vibe or in the right value to create their vision. With the Hall in reverse, it would seem that what's being exposed, or what they need to let it out. Didn't we say about that earlier with the emotional release? But this is a Scorpio in reverse, and that was a Taurus in reverse. So one scenario could be that there's someone from your past that needs that's having an emotional release, or needs an emotional release, or wants to learn how you had that happen and healed and balanced yourself. Or it could be a Gemini that's out of balance because they are catching up to something where they fell behind recently in the past. Then we have the Scorpio in reverse, ripple effect, someone trying to hold on to their status. Okay, so while you remain in this status, or you've balanced out your status, okay, whatever status means to you, whether that's like in your home life, in your finances, in your demographic, whatever your status, in your work, however you consider that. but mainly what you're known for in terms of your career. You feel like you've established yourself as some form of authority in what you do. You know what you do and you stand on it. There's a Scorpio in reverse that has not done this emotional release, and they want to manifest a job that is close to home, that is their fantasy, and they maybe want to be a professor, or they want to be some kind of spiritual someone that a philosopher, a speaker, a teacher. They might even want to be a healer, a traveler, something big, something free, liberating, okay? But they haven't done the emotional work, and they need to let it out. They need to let out those emotions. They need to be honest about how they feel in their everyday life. Yeah, double haul in reverse. This is 8th house energy, so it's like saying what's hidden has to come out. This Scorpio is very, very, very private, and it's possible that they need to express, or they need to acknowledge out loud something about their job, or something about their environment that they're not happy with, in order for them to be able to align to that fantasy, dream job, or status that they're wanting. Then we have the study in reverse. So the ripple effect, this is, I guess, the ripple effect of that process of that Scorpio wanting to hold on. They're wanting to hold on to the status that you currently have. You have this status, and they want that status. Okay, so they want this status, so they see that you were able to do that emotional release, or whatever that is that you did. And now, in order for them to, I guess, manifest this vision and dream that they want, they're being advised to do this. And that ripple effect, I guess, it being advised in some way, the ripple effect would be, I guess, if you don't do the emotional work, because you're being advised, release it. If you don't learn if you don't learn the bigger picture, or if you don't learn how to visualize, or if you don't learn how to tap into that nebulous space of creativity, I guess, then you're going to stay in this, and the emotions are going to be over, I guess, how do you put it? It's like you'll be able to manifest a wider range of emotional contentment, perhaps, because it's not going to be in reverse the way it is at this time, but it will be in the dark. So it's like you'll be able to enjoy it, but you won't be able to share it, or you'll be able, you see what I mean? So it's like you might be able to manifest something that you want, but if you don't do it the right way, you're being advised. If you're not open about it, at least maybe just with yourself, and you don't understand practice, you'll reverse your current vibration, but you won't be able to expose it or show it, or it'll only be expressed in the dark. Take that as you will, please, because that was part of the ripple effect. I don't know what that might mean to you. So one more just to close out this. Oh, okay. Well, we have Dr. Orchid. So I feel like maybe perhaps you will take the advice if you are this Scorpio in reverse or divine feminine, divine masculine. If this is someone from your past or someone in your present that wanted maybe to compete with your position or was coveting your position or your status or something like that, this person has to go through this experience. But if they don't heed advice, I guess they'll be kind of like in an alternate reality. But I feel like if they follow through, they'll be emotionally content with doing things, I guess maybe correct, or at least take the time to truly study 12th house matters, perhaps, because Colonel Mustard is Pisces energy, your dreams, your visions, your subconscious. Really get in touch with those things. Underneath Dr. Orchid, there was also the candlestick in reverse. So it's possible that if you do take on and make the right choice where you feel truly cared for, truly loved, truly nurtured, protected, safe even. This applies now to the whole of the reading, not just that ripple effect aspect. Maintaining true comfortability. For some, it might mean having to let go of partnerships, having to let go of certain relationships that might still be karmic in some ways. And it's possible that let's just say after this ripple effect, they're open, honest, they do the study that they're supposed to, and they do create the vibration of feeling at home, safe, secure, nurtured and loved and all of that. And they do let go of certain connections that I guess don't vibrate with that energy. They might have an opportunity for a partnership to come through that is gonna be like a now I don't want to say soul lesson as if it's like some punishment you're gonna go through or some teachable moment that you're gonna regret, like, oh well, why did I have to learn that lesson, like, and it doesn't have to be a negative, but it's a relationship that's going to teach you something about yourself, that's going to expand who you are, that's going to broaden your perspective of who you are, that's going to show you parts of you you've never imagined existed before. It would be amazing to tap into this this energy of really feeling nurtured and loved and protected and felt, in the sense that it comes from a deeper place. It's not like it's a love that isn't one-dimensional. It's not, oh, I love you romantically, but I don't love you in this aspect of your life or that aspect of your life. No, this person, if the work has been done correct, as you, divine feminine or divine masculine, have shown, the contentment, the passion for your space and the release of emotions, of balancing yourself out and maintaining a ability to stand in who you are, despite what comes, face the challenges, and stand true to who you are, really, ultimately. And even willing to have let go of relationships that were karmic, but also making your self-care a priority, making yourself maintenance, like taking care of your emotional self, taking care of your needs, taking care of the things that make you feel safe and comfortable. Because you did that, you know that the universe lined you up with your divine partner who has helped you evolve, who has helped you expand, who has helped you grow in terms of your person, like who you are as a person. You've grown through this connection. And for those that haven't yet done this, or are going through this, or are contemplating, is it worth doing it or not doing it? Like release what? Yes, release a lot of the pain, a lot of the old, even the things you don't know you need to release. Because if it isn't for you or of you or in your greatest good, then why waste your time or the universe energy on what isn't gonna bring the greatest results for you, which is to feel this complete empathetic love or complete compassionate love, which is brought on by this spiritual connection, this soulmate energy. Ooh-wee. 'Twas fun. Would you care for some more? I do not know. Is it necessary? Is it? Should we? And a partridge in a pear tree. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. We used to say, $5 million, 4 little gremlins, 3 GoBots, 2 Cabbage Patches, and a shiny Cadillac. Beep, beep. Did I really want a shiny Cadillac? 4 little gremlins? 3 GoBots? 2 Cabbage Patches? $5 million? Sounds nice. $5 million. Okay, so I think we're gonna try. Oh! We just said $5 million, and then we got 50 Shades of Grey. So the number 5 could be significant. 50 million. It's not 5 million. It's 50 million. All right, no, 50 Shades of Grey. Someone could be showing a lot of diversity in terms of their character, and maybe others might be inclined to retreat from such energies because not everybody can be a half witch, half white lighter. Page from Charmed, this some could be coming into their gifts. You may have been aware of some of your gifts in terms of maybe your witchy natures, like psychic vision, clairaudience, clairsentience, whatever you have, whatever you've felt inclined that this is part of you. But there's this other side of you that's coming through, and the healer aspect of you. And that healer aspect of you is more challenging because it requires a greater responsibility than just being to be a witch and defend against a bad guy and to fight those 3D human battles here and there, or even dealing with the underworld and dealing with demonic forces. And by that, it doesn't necessarily have to be so serious. It could just be like, very negative thinking, toxic emotions, people that are in very, unproductive patterns that slow you down from progressing and moving forward in your own life, in your own space, being able to create the space that you were born to have. So to be a white lighter requires a lot of compassion, a lot of understanding, a lot of patience, a lot of softness that isn't there in the 3D as much as it is in the spiritual. So to bring that aspect into the physical could be more challenging. The witch part is easy. It's like, oh, anybody can, do this will be fun. Like everybody thinks, oh, it's so fun to do this stuff, because it's more hands-on for those that dabble in all the arts, any of the arts, creative arts. But the responsibility of the white lighter is to know what is in the best interest of the collective, not just the one individual. And sometimes that requires certain sacrifices for the greater good, so to speak. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Maybe you're experiencing this. Stillness speaks, Eckhart Tolle. So you might be required to retreat from somebody that's shady, somebody that might have a little bit of depressing energy, a little, too dark for your comfort zone. You can't heal and save everyone. You might need to protect your energy, especially if you're an earth sign at this time, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Be still, stillness speaks. Listen to what comes through in the stillness. All right, you can do it. You might have to be ice cold. You might have to, have certain boundaries. You might have to put in some effort, some work to be able to either keep your distance from this shady individual, or to be able to stay grounded in your healing journey or your healing initiation. Oh, so you might feel ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay. The way I just said it made me think of going on a date. But initially I feel like, just ready for the responsibility of this newfound gift, spiritual awareness, spiritual responsibility even, okay? But I'm ready can also be, you're ready to put your back into it when it comes to dating, when it comes to you're inclined to move forward. So we have Chandler from Friends, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. The Power of 3 will set you free. Southeast, and Our Special Place. So you might have this, okay. You may have someone in your field, perhaps just a friend, perhaps a neighbor, perhaps that, cute person down the block or at the coffee shop. There's someone, could be a friend of a friend. And it says somewhere over the rainbow, so it could be just over the horizon, just right over there kind of thing. They're right down the street, or I would say that it's on the other side of town, or it's on the other side. Somewhere over the rainbow, it just feels like so on the other side of something, where you are, They're just on the other side of where you are. What does that mean to you personally? Because it could be like, oh, I live on this side of the street, they live just on the other side of the street. Or I live in this town, they live in the neighborhood just right over there. So somewhere right over. The power of three will set you free. This is to do with that shady person. I feel like you're being asked to protect yourself from an individual. Okay, so this could be someone that could be very alluring. This could be someone that's very, in all ways, looks the part. In every way looks the part, and in every way makes you feel like there's no doubt that this person loves you. But this person could be a little bit much. This person might have, issues that are beyond your ability to manage. This person may have demons that they're unhealed. This person just might have a lot of undealt with situations. However, they could be from the southeast. If you're not, you could be from the southeast. But they want to meet somewhere over there, kind of feeling. This Chandler person, this friend, neighbor, this person that lives near. They want, and they're saying our special place. It could just be like a, hold on, like in a joking way. Like if, let's say, the place that let's say if it's just the I was gonna say the laundry. Let's say you go do your laundry, or you take your laundry to get done, whatever, however you do your laundry, and you bump into them there. This person could say, oh, why don't we meet at our special place? Even if it's somewhere, no big deal. It's your special place because that's a place that you're both familiar with. That this is the place that we met, kind of thing. This is how we met. Oh. So this could be part of an earth initiation because it's time to upgrade, folks. Archangel Raphael, this half white lighter energy that you have could be through Archangel Raphael, or you might get assistance through Archangel Raphael. Life path 5 could be significant. We did say 5 earlier. We saw 50 shades. We saw 50. What was it? $5 million bucks? No, 50 million. 5. So 555. Protect your energy. Protect your energy, folks, because you've made great accomplishments, okay? And it's your lucky day. You're about to be very lucky, or you're feeling very lucky, whether this is in terms of your money, or this is in terms of your health, is in terms of just, I'm so freaking grateful. My world is beautiful. I love my life. I love my reality. I love my existence. I love my family. I love my home. You're just so freaking lucky to live your life, to be here now. And life is about to get even luckier. So some of you can be exercising, going to the gym, feeling motivated. We have Ross here from Friends. For some of you, Divine Feminine, if this isn't your masculine, no, how do I put this? This could be the masculine energy. Ross right now is, when we said earth initiation. So there's an aspect of the earth that, it's funny because he's a paleontologist, okay, and he loves like dinosaurs and stuff like that. So I think that's so interesting where he said earth initiation. And Ross comes out. So Ross really wants to be in a relationship because he seems to kind of screw up every relationship he's been in. He's not the best at selecting a partner, but he's very sincere. And he's very, there's like one love that has never gone away for him, and that's you. Divine feminine, divine masculine. This person, you're the one that they would drop anything for. They may have moved on, or they may have seen others or dated others or experienced others in some way, but you're like the dream person for them. In other words, the way Ross is with Rachel, he's loved her since he first met her when, he was a youngin' in college, and she was just, I think, still in high school. So he sees you as, he has loved you through all your phases. He's made mistakes, and he may have even lost you. But never once has he not loved you. Never once has he turned his back on you. Never once. He may have made the mistakes of thinking that being loyal to someone else meant proving to them that you could not be in their life for some reason or another. Like you were a threat to whoever they have been involved with or may be involved with now. And that person may have put them in a position like them or me, and they may have chosen or are considering choosing that person, but at the risk of sacrificing not being able to be with you. That's really weighing on their mind right now. So they're probably working out a lot because of that. So I'm feeling like we mentioned, protect your energy. It might have a lot to do, like the 50 Shades of Grey could also be, going through this gray area space in the moment before things are a little more clear. This upgrade, getting ready to do this upgrade, okay? Anything else? I guess. Oh no. I don't trust you. So someone, that 50 Shades, you may know that this person you can't really trust. There's something about their energy you cannot trust. The Syrian starseed. Maybe you're connected to the Syrian starseed, or your person is. You might be getting downloads from the Syrian starseed. Okay, I think I'll just pull one more time, and then I'll see. I didn't even have to. Thank you. Native natures. You're probably being very natural with your, just being in your own natural space. Maybe intuition is very natural for you. Your psychic senses or your ability to be yourself, it comes very natural to you. Someone can never forget, I guess, the space that you filled for them, or that you filled in their, someone cannot forget either what it feels like to be in your space, or the space you left behind when you left them. I don't know. It has to do with one or the other. But Game of Thrones is here. Somebody may be competing, trying to create the illusion of being some kind of royalty and energy. But I'm also getting with Rachel here that if this is a Game of Thrones, and your masculine is this Ross energy who is totally, completely head over heels over Rachel, no matter what level of life he's in, whether he's married, divorced, dating, or completely, alone, and whether she's moved on, not moved on, whatever situation it is, because the foundation of the love that they have is a friendship. It's not necessarily dependent. It's not dependent. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, this is who you're supposed to be for me, and that's all you can be for me. No, it's, I love you, our foundation. We're friends, our foundation. And then from there, whatever you are, whatever you are from any range, the love is there. So if this is the Game of Thrones and your masculine is Ross and you are his Rachel, so to speak, then this person is willing to play the Game of Thrones if that's what needs to happen. And that's the truth. So maybe perhaps your person has taken space to discover a certain truth and now they want to talk. Can we talk? The kind of Anticristo always shows up. So they want to talk because I feel like this person was in the Chateau d'If for 13 years. That's from the movie, Count of Monte Cristo, when Mercedes realizes that that Dantes was not dead. He wasn't dead. He was in the Chateau d'If for 13 years. Oh my God, 13 years. And this masculine wants to talk to you as to why he's been gone for so long, where he's been, what he's been through. He's been imprisoned. He was betrayed. He was manipulated. He was abused. But he also escaped. He also had adventures. He also found treasures. He also stepped up his game. That space created allotted him great wealth, and it allotted him the opportunity to one by one pluck out his enemies, one by one strategically play the Game of Thrones, so to speak, and get the revenge on those that betrayed him, and then come back for what's his woman, you, Divine Feminine. So that has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed. I'll come back soon. Take care.